Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2023 in another part of the Williams Road to Glory career mode. Today we are back with the Mexican Grand Prix. We're just about hanging on at the end of this season here. We've still got car performance, which is brilliant. Hopefully that'll leave us in good stead for next season. But yeah, it's going to be a tricky one. We've got plenty of money, just not a lot of money that we can actually spend for next season. But thank you very much for the support on the series so far. And without further ado, let's get ourselves immersed into the action for today's episode, which, you know, the Mexican Grand Prix, I think it is one that we can perform well at. We've got good straight line speed. I do think that is going to come in clutch for us this time around. It's not a sprint race, which is good. We've had a lot of those recently, but everything should be in order. Pit crew are exhausted, which it's fine. Let's have a little look at drivers again, where, you know, I'd love to have a little look at Albon's career. He got 22 points last season, 71 this season so far. Obviously a big improvement. That's almost the best he's ever done. Yeah, it's gonna be a biggie with Albon. Only cost 3 million. Tsunoda, meanwhile, is obviously in the midst of his best ever season. Got 13 points last year. Spending a lot of it at AlphaTauri. Finished 13th in the championship. But he is doing very well this season. I think, honestly, it's a 3-race shootout. I think after Las Vegas, we will make our decisions. So the drivers at the moment, they're in good stead. Obviously, Albon's car, not exactly in the best position that it could be. So he's going to be at a disadvantage, and you've got to think 3 pole positions. He had a sprint win in there, 2 fastest laps. Tsunoda's not being quite at that level, so it would maybe make sense to keep Albon over Tsunoda. But then Albon has been the one to smash the car up a little bit more. I'm all in a fluster about it. I would love to bring in Esteban Ocon for next season, and I think I will try and get him in, maybe to car 2 instead of Tsunoda. We'll just have to see. Right, performance targets for this weekend then. So both drivers will finish 14th, and both drivers should get through to Q2. In terms of a race position streak, I'm actually only going to promise that one driver will do it, but they will finish at least one driver will finish in the top 12 between now and the end of the year. That'll get us £1 million, which would be rather nice. Right, let's get ourselves into this Mexican Grand Prix.
We return once more to the hustle and bustle of Mexico City. Music is in the air this weekend, but it's not mariachi we'll be hearing. It's going to be the roar of the engines and the cheers of the crowd. Formula One is back in the very heart of Mexico City at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. This is an exhilarating circuit on the Formula One calendar. We'll be sure to see plenty of battles and overtaking this weekend, especially with the help of not 1, not 2, but 3 DRS zones. Lance Stroll was the victor of the last race and thoroughly deserved the win. Can the Canadian-born driver handle the pressure this weekend? Stay right here, because we're just getting started.
All right then, let's get ourselves into the weekend. I'll see you guys for qualifying, as always. Well, can't say fairer than that, can you? 97% for Albon, 98% for Tsunoda. They're going into the weekend with very high confidence, particularly Alex Albon, which he's going to need because he's in the worst car this weekend. But we'll see how they get on in qualifying. It's going to be an interesting one.
Let's find out if all that practice will pay off for the drivers.
Mexico City's thin air presents a real test to teams during qualifying laps. Reduced downforce can mean tricky cornering and a test for keeping the power units cool around this track.
There's been a bit of talk about Alex Albon, Karun. How are things looking for him today?
You can tell that we've been watching a driver with real confidence here. And it makes a difference, I can tell you from my own experience.
Strap yourselves in. This is Formula One.
Okay then, let's get ourselves back into qualifying. Engine for Alex Albon is fine. ERS, that's where it's really gonna struggle. Yeah, his gearbox now less than 50%, so I don't think Alex Albon can make it to the end of the year. We are going to have to probably just retire him from a couple of Grand Prix, so maybe it's not fair to give them a straight shootout. Well, it definitely isn't fair, but if Tsunoda's, you know, bossing it in these final few races, it's going to be hard to not notice that. But there's the setup for Tsunoda, very close to perfection. And to be honest, I think that would be 100% if we went there, so let's actually do that for qualifying one and see if we can get him to that 100%. So Tsunoda's going to head out first. And then a bit of Alex Albon magic, hopefully, as well. So we'll run them through their first lap, as always. See where they end up. Tsunoda 15.9.
Respect your delta. Stay negative. Stay negative.
And that's slower than Nick de Vries. And,
go in.
well, Albon goes third.
Yeah, copy.
Somehow Nick de Vries looking very, very quick out there.
Okay, so just keep an eye on the delta. Just be
So
slightly
we
negative
might
if
have
you
to
Just a standard
head
in
out
standard
there
in lap.
again.
Yeah.
The entry.
Watch out for white line and pit limiter. Stop in front of the
Let's have a
garage.
little look at his setup. 100%, there you go. So perfect for Yuki Tsunoda. That should give him a little bit more confidence moving forward into Q2 and Q3. Right, we're going to send them both out there again on the scrubs. See what they can produce here. Frustratingly, yeah, that should be okay. Norris wasn't too much in the way there. Yellow in that first sector. Green for Tsunoda in the middle sector. Albon definitely a lot slower on that lap than we were expecting. Tsunoda goes up to P4 now. Which is more along the lines of what we'd expect. But Albon again, not good for him. I think Tsunoda's probably safe. Just about. Albon now drops into the bottom 5. And do we try and pull off some sort of tour here? Ah! I think we're okay, just. Well, Albon stuck behind Tsunoda. That's annoying. Let's see what we can do then. It's going to be a tough ask for Alex Albon to get through. But he just needs 3 green sectors, you would suggest. I mean, Tsunoda's managed a green first sector. Albon typically
Check a flag.
doesn't. I'm just checking. No, it's not Tsunoda that we've given the new tyres to, so it is just that Tsunoda is going quicker. Yeah, not a good middle sector. What about for Albon? No, I think Albon's going to be out here, folks. Albon comes up to the line and is out of qualifying. That's a huge error for Alex Albon. Not good. Not good. And, well, obviously he's in a tricky position with the car that he's got, but you would have expected him to do a little bit better than that. He's 5/10 off his teammate. So, yeah, very, very tricky to work out what to do with Albon now. It's not looking good for points, so do we just retire him on lap 1? Yeah, with Sonoda we're gonna... Well, typically there's nobody out there.
That's green now. Green now.
Trying to get him out there when there's no traffic. Let's go now. Yeah, that seems okay. Should be able to get past that Alpine fairly straightforward. Yep, nicely done. So now coming through the middle sector. Looks like he's going slightly quicker than the McLaren ahead of him, which is Oscar Piastri. Piastri up to the line. Sonoda up the line. It's actually a little bit slower.
Keep the delta. Go in. Go in.
16.2 from Yuki. That's not going to be enough to get through. I'm thinking scrub tyres are possibly the way to go forward. Send them out there, hopefully without any traffic whatsoever. He heads up to the line, this time up to 5th, so yeah, that was worth doing, that secondary lap. Actually gained him 3/10 there. And yeah, he's not going to manage to get another timed lap in, so it's all going to be about where people end up. Can he get himself through? George Russell heads up to the line. Any improvement for him? Doesn't look like it. Alonso over the line, still first. I think he's starting his flying lap. Sainz over the line. Hulkenberg over the line. P10 for him. Yeah, I think most people are in the pits. Oh, can't improve. Stroll coming up behind Piastri. I think Piastri's done. Norris is the only one I'm thinking of that could potentially do something. Lando Norris heads up. Nope, he's into the pit lane. Sainz is out there on a fast lap. Can he get into the top 10? Or is the traffic going to be an issue for him? Carlos Sainz over the line. He goes 6th. Good time from him. And Nick De Vries is the last one. But is he coming straight into the pit lane? Yes, he is. So that is that. And Yuki Tsunoda P7 on the scrub set of tyres. Very good from him once again. And this is becoming almost impossible to ignore, you would suggest. We're going to keep at least one new set of soft tyres for tomorrow.
That's green.
Let's head out there on the scrub set. Damn it. Yeah, disappointing amount of traffic there. It's a 16.4. I mean, that's miles off the pace.
Okay, go in, go in.
Okay.
Okay, right. It's all going to be about the final lap. Yeah, then. Alright, Sonoda's going to have to go out there. I've messed up a little bit here. So we'll have to do the warm-up ourselves. It should be fine. He will make it.
Work your brakes.
Copy.
Okay, gonna deploy here. So here he goes, Yuki Tsunoda on his ultimate flying lap. Where can he get to? You would say he's not really gonna compete for much more
Check a flag.
than 8th, but we will see. There's a little bit of traffic there as well. Oh, this Ferrari's going to be a real issue. Yeah, this has ruined Tsunoda's lap. Well, how annoying. It's probably going to be a yellow middle sector yet. So Tsunoda will just be P10, I think. Still a quicker lap than his first lap, but yeah, that Ferrari, a real issue there in the end. But P10, after penalties, you never know what could happen. But who knows? Who knows what will... We should start ahead of the Alpines. But the real decision is Alex Albon and what to do there.
It's race day, with the teams and drivers ready and raring to go.
We've seen some unbelievable action around the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez in the past. Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel had to fight off both Red Bull drivers, only to be demoted off the podium in 2016 in what was a highly controversial moment.
Karun, as far as Williams are concerned, what's the mood in the garage been like this weekend?
It all feels very positive down in the garage. Everything seems in control and morale looks to be very high. The team are gelling well together.
Well, there's some serious decision making ahead for the teams and the drivers at the Mexico City Grand Prix.
Okay, that's oh well, Albon also a grid penalty. Oh dear, right. What's the plan then? Could go for a very long one stop, couldn't we, with Albon? And just see what he can do. Let's do that. For Albon. And we'll see what happens. For him. With Tsunoda, I think we're going to be a little bit more aggressive. I'm assuming, yeah, the softer tyre run definitely quicker. Yeah, that looks good for Yuki. And obviously he's going to be aggressive at the start, so we have to accommodate for that. But yeah, let's get ourselves into the Grand Prix. He's starting 6th, Albon starting 18th. Here we go.
We're nearly ready to get started here. 71 laps, 17 turns. It's the Mexico City Grand Prix. And there's no doubting that Lance Stroll is prepared to put in the hard work.
P3 is a decent starting position, and they should get a good haul of points if they play the race right.
And it'll be exciting to see just what will happen here today. What will happen next? We're about to find out at the Mexico City Grand Prix. And
Okay, lights out. Away we go. Good start for Max Verstappen ahead of Charles Leclerc in second. We've got Lance Stroll making a little move. Obviously a big slipstream you get going into turn one. Kevin Magnussen has managed to get past Yuki Tsunoda, as has Fernando Alonso, I think, but Tsunoda had the inside line and he managed to make that work for him. We'll keep an eye on him as we move on, but yeah, Alex Albon straight down to P20 and on that first lap, and honestly think it's not worth pushing
You can afford to drop back.
Albon's car
Okay.
at this stage. He's on the hard tyres, he's not going to be able to keep up with them. Whoa, 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 that's not what we wanted to do. We wanted that.
Okay.
Hopefully that doesn't cost us. So P7 at the moment for Tsunoda. Chasing after Fernando here. I think tyre wear is going to be better than we expect here today. So that's really, really good. And there you go, Albon. Cut adrift already from the back, but that's what we're expecting. We're not really trying to rock the boat too much with that one. So let's drop Tsunoda down to what he needs to be on, and let's see how he gets on in this Grand Prix. DRS enabled, and Tsunoda would love to stick with Fernando Alonso in this race. Should be able to pull away from Kevin Magnussen quite comfortably, you'd suggest. The car is a lot better than the Haas car, for instance, and he has got a very good run on Fernando Alonso here. DRS open, and Yuki Tsunoda, not quite this time, but I think on this pit straight is going to have a great chance on Fernando. So here we go then. Is he going to be able to pass him into turn 4? DRS and DRS active, but no luck here. But the main thing is he's ahead of K-Mag. Should be... What's happened? I've got an incident, and it's Oscar Piastri down the order. Let's have a little look. So Zhou Guan Yu as well. Yeah, Albon well behind that battle. But it's all good. Yeah. If Albon's, P20 later in the stint, we'll maybe think about retiring that car. Because to be fair, Zhou Guan Yu and Piastri, I think, will have damage to their cars. Right, let's have a look at tyres. So yeah, Tsunoda's tyres definitely better than most of the guys out there, because we kept back that brand new set. I think... Oh, Magnussen, I think, has crashed.
And here we've got
Let's have a look. I don't know what happened there, but... Yeah, just a big lockup. Yeah, he's okay. I don't think he actually has any damage. Sonoda's still not managing to get past. So whether we're worth looking after the tyres a little bit like we did in Austin. Well, he's managed to get... Has he? Managed to get past Russell there? Not quite. Okay, now I think it's the time to push it a little bit more. Got more yellow flags out there. And Albon is closing in to Zhou Guanyu, to be fair. Let's just have a quick tyre check. So Tsunoda 63%, Leclerc on 61%. Because Lance Stroll has gone down the order, I think. Yeah, his lock-up. It's cost him massively. Round the outside goes Tsunoda then, and he is through. Perfectly done. Well played. Right. Needs to really be within a second of Sainz. Will Russell make it back through? Not on that straight. Tsunoda is ahead for now. Not a million miles away from his pit stop. Should get a decent undercut as well. Meanwhile, Alex Albon, let's see, how is his gearbox doing? 48% now. On his final gearbox of the year. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll give it 5 laps or so, see what effect that has had. Russell now through on Yuki. I think he's in a good place at the moment. Russell just going for a particular attack at the moment. But in terms of lap time, well, second slower than Gasly, to be fair. What an idiot. What an idiot.
Yeah, I'm fine.
How was Alex
Let's have a look
Albon
at the
crashing?
action. It's all at the final corner.
I mean, that's the slowest. Oh my god. And that's going to be his bloody gearbox as well. Oh my god. Right, that's it.
Box. Alex, we need to retire the car.
I just have no words. I have no words for Alex Albon's stupidity. I really don't. Right, anyway. Pit window now open for Tsunoda. He's back within DRS of George Russell. Which is quite nice. And probably worth being uber aggressive on these tyres if he can be. Yeah, I don't think Albon is going to be taking part in any more race sessions this season until Abu Dhabi. We cannot afford his gearbox to break and have to buy a new one. I honestly thought keeping him out of harm's way, that was the best solution today, but apparently not. Alright, Tsunoda's going to be coming in, popping onto the medium tyres. From P5. So it's a one-car race once again for us.
Back off a bit, please. Okay.
So into the pits comes Tsunoda.
Yeah, I agree.
Copy.
Should hopefully come out in front of Bottas. That's a hope anyway, but I don't think he will. Maybe it'll be behind Hulkenberg. Yeah. And slow pit stop as well. It's probably not the worst thing to happen. Gives them a bit more clear air to work with.
Watch out, white line.
So we'll let Tsunoda go about his business. Get his tyres up to temperature, then we'll focus on him getting past those guys. He's managed to get past Gasly. Gasly's obviously come in to cover Tsunoda. Right, DRS active, or ERS active, sorry. Should be able to get past Hulkenberg quite easily here. Yeah, makes that work. We'll have the secondary bout of it, DRS as well, to help him pull away. And we'll give him a little bit of deployment just for the next lap or so, get him ahead of Ocon nice and easily. You can see that's a big undercut. Let's have a look at that top 10. So, yeah, everybody on old tyres. Perez is on the hard tyres. So he obviously started with the same idea as Albon. Well, managed to get ahead of Charles Leclerc now, which is a very impressive amount of undercutting to do for Tsunoda. Right, now need to give it full beans to get past Bottas here. And he has got past Bottas and now might even get a chance on Lewis Hamilton here. This would be massive for the race. And he is through. Perfect. Brilliantly timed. And that's going to help us in our battle with Charles Leclerc, because he's going to have to make it past both those guys. But we've done perfectly there. And now chasing after Lando Norris. Quick check of the tyres. They look fine. Exactly what we expected. Charles Leclerc, he's racy. He's already managed to make it past Norris and Bottas. Hamilton and Bottas is what I meant to say. Norris was in the pit lane and Tsunoda's managed to make it past him. Now just 5 seconds behind Sergio Perez. I think we need to just stick with it in terms of being aggressive and close in on Perez and Sainz. Just going standard for a few laps to get the temps back under control. We know we'll probably lose out to Charles, but that's okay. Massively managed to get past signs there. People are on different strategies, and we know that. Gone on soft tyres. It's all looking fine at the moment. Ocon is closing in now. And will pass us, but remember he's on soft tyres. So his tyres are going to die very quickly. There's Russell. Yeah, Russell's also on soft tyres. And there goes Tsunoda back past Ocon. Nice to see. I'm going to keep that little bit of charge for when we're coming into the pit lane. Yeah, Russell's ahead and will probably stay ahead, and it's very much like the Austin race as well. We were fighting Ocon and George Russell was ahead of us. It's quite funny, really. Alright, let's zoom it through, because there's not really a lot of point in the battles at this point of the race. Because realistically, it's all going to come down to the final stop. Well, Gasly's made it in front. Now that is an important move, because Gasly's on the same strategy as us. Gasly more than a second ahead of us. Right, where are we in terms of pit stops? Okay, it's not far away. Actually going to give Tsunoda a little bit of deployment. We don't want to fall behind signs. It's actually worth attacking the tyres now, because we're at 50% anyway. So... we give it everything, and I think it's going to be next lap that he comes in for the soft tyres. We need to extend this run as long as we can so that those soft tyres will last. And he is in. So here we go. Damn it. Another 2 seconds lost, so that's 4 seconds lost cumulatively in this Grand Prix.
Watch out for Leclerc.
So, need to be sensible.
This starting tire management.
But
Come out ahead of Ocon. Now Ocon will be on medium tyres, presumably, yep.
DRS is currently disabled.
Copy.
What's going on here? There we go. That's what I was looking for. So that 2 seconds in the pit lane has probably cost us there. DRS again on Ocon. You need to keep these tyres in check. Looking at lap times, he is the quickest on track bar the top 3. So it's a real opportunity to undercut these guys. I'm going to give him a little bit of extra oomph here to try and get past Hamilton. No. Didn't work there. Need to get past Ocon, really.
So what DRS?
Copy.
And he might try around the outside. This is a good chance. And it looks like he's through. But is Ocon going to stay there? Oh, it's so close. Oh, yeah. Hamilton is through.
What are we doing?
Ocon is through, sorry, and
Head down. Don't know what we have left.
yeah, should be able to get through. This time tries the outside line. That will turn into the inside.
Copy.
We'll have DRS again on the exit. So Tsunoda is through
Okay, good job.
for now.
P7.
Now on interval. Starting to close up a little bit on Russell. It's very, very similar to the last race, and I think it was Sainz chasing in that race as well. Sainz makes it through this time. Okay, let's zoom it through towards the final few laps. I'm expecting Ocon will overtake us at some point. Slightly fresher medium tyres. There goes Gasly as well into the pit lane. So we're P7 currently. But Ocon at the moment not quite managing to make it past. Yeah, should do this time, but Tsunoda will stay with him and will save that charge for those final couple of laps again and try and time it. It's working fine at the moment. 10 laps to go, and yep, Tsunoda does make it back past Ocon. Amazingly, Stroll and Gasly have caught up to this battle. 7 laps to go. Staying in front. There goes Stroll. Now that is a problem. So we're going to actually use a bit of our charge now. Yeah, well, Ocon is through, as is Gasly very shortly. We kind of need to stay behind Ocon until the final lap. I think P8 is the maximum we can get out of today. And there he goes again. Do we try and push now?
Make sure you give some energy.
Copy.
Is that what we do? Is that what we try and achieve? Get more than a second ahead. Start pulling towards Stroll and then not have to worry. That's kind of what we've done. We've left Ocon for dust, so it's the opposite of last time. What we're doing. Trying to leave him for dust so that he can't catch us in the remaining laps. I think Max Verstappen is going to be coming round onto the final lap of this race very, very shortly. Two laps to go and it's Gasly who's the one that's close. Actually within DRS here. But Albon, sorry, Tsunoda defending beautifully. This would gain us a point in the battle with Alpine in the championship. If we manage to stay in front. Now we're trying to keep all of the charge for the final lap here. So we're going to deploy out of this final corner. We're on to the last lap here in Mexico. It's going to be another intense finish to this race. Will Gasly make it past, or can we hold out on the charge? I don't think so. There goes Gasly. He's through. Now, Tsunoda will have
It's incredible.
some deployment to be able to try and stay with him. Gonna move it on to overtake aggression high.
Okay.
Stay with him in this sector. We will get ERS at the end of it, DRS at the end of it, but I don't think Tsunoda's got enough tyres to cope. And actually isn't even within DRS, so that is going to be that. It's going to be 9th place today. But a very good, well-battled race from Yuki Tsunoda. 4 seconds did cost us in the end. They would have possibly even given us 7th. But there we go.
Okay, checkered flag.
Over the line, P9.
Good fight.
And more points on the board.
Thanks, guys.
And you've got to be happy with that. Alex Albon crashing, you know, in his own world in P20. And that's going to cost him the rest of the races, you would feel, so that we can stay within this cost cap.
Max Verstappen,
And there it is.
He sealed this year's driver driver's title.
Only a handful of drivers can say that they've won 3 titles, and now they're one of them.
Well, Max Verstappen can add yet another podium to his already impressive record.
That's their 9th win of the season. I expect them to be showered with plaudits and more.
A carnival atmosphere, as always, for the Mexico City Grand Prix.
Well, very good from those 3 drivers.
Now, Karun, no doubt there'll be a lot for the teams to process after that race, but how do you think the Williams team are feeling?
It was a strangely mixed weekend for them. We saw one driver put in a strong performance, but it was a different story for the other. Definitely positives there, though.
And that's it from us all here in Mexico City.
Coming up in the next round is the Sao Paulo Grand Prix as we head to Brazil. Join us next time at Interlagos.
Okay then, so yeah, P9 for Tsunoda at the end of that one. Fernando Alonso, good return to form for him, finishing 2nd, which takes him level on points with his teammate Lance Stroll for a battle for 4th in the championship. Leclerc easily 2nd. Max Verstappen has won the championship now, his 4th world title, and Tsunoda 3 points ahead of Alex Albon in P10. Into the constructors, and Alpine do open out the gap to 7 points now in P5, but it's still there on the table for us if we can pull it all together. I have no idea, but we'll keep trying, we'll keep pushing. But good stuff from Tsunoda today, really good effort. And once again, none of the fastest pit stops for us, meaning we're still 2nd in the championship. Should be able to hold on ahead of Ferrari, but 2 pit stop issues for our guys today. And well, we had a stuck wheel nut and then a car jack delay. Okay then, let's see how we got on. 4.1 million in the bank, which is rather nice. We didn't get the reaching Q2 or qualifying position promise this time, and might have to stop making promises full stop, to be honest. And well, there you go. Let's see now where we're up to with Alex Albon's car. This is the big thing. He's broke his chassis. Yeah, which is quite ridiculous. His rear wing has gone as well. And his suspension has gone. Powertrain, oh my god, the ERS. Yeah, he's gonna have to virtually sit out of free practice sessions. Yeah, his gearbox has dropped 20-odd% in that crash. I honestly don't see how Albon can take part in Sao Paulo. We're just gonna have to retire it, aren't we? Which is fine. Yeah, Tsunoda's car amazingly is okay, and that's why he's still able to pull it off. But there you have it. We've got the Sao Paulo Grand Prix coming next episode. So if you have enjoyed that, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.